visitors have taken the Amtrak to and from Chicago and the Twin Cities for employment, recreation, travel connections, and even more. We are now bringing online the Amtrak Borealis. Did I say that right? Borealis, excuse me. We are now bringing online the Amtrak Borealis that will enhance our passenger rail system for years ahead. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation has noted that it has been 22 years since passenger rail has been expanded right here in the state of Wisconsin. The state-sponsored train service is doubling passenger rail options in Wisconsin, connecting Wisconsin communities to both the Twin Cities and Chicago. Now, this is great news for all Milwaukee County residents, and I just want to say thank you to WisDOT and Amtrak for their investment, not only in Milwaukee County, but in our entire state of Wisconsin. These investments means that more people will be visiting our community and seeing firsthand what makes Milwaukee County so special to visit. And this is for folks to not only visit, but if you want to live here, come check out everything that we have to offer. But it also means that workers will have more access to regional career and job training opportunities that will in turn help grow our regional economy in our region. It also means that more people will be traveling through Mitchell International and supporting our hometown airport. And it means that residents and families will simply have more opportunities to get around the state and our entire region. But as we look ahead, we will keep working to ensure that our residents can take any mode of transportation in a safe, affordable, and efficient manner. Keeping Milwaukee moving helps us not only create jobs, but many opportunities like housing for residents and families. And that's why this year, Milwaukee County, we will continue to pursue new funding and creating new federal partnerships to deliver the largest, most diverse federal investment in public transit and transportation infrastructure in the history of Milwaukee County. The Federal Transit Administration has identified Milwaukee County as a high priority region for transit infrastructure improvements. And so we are capitalizing on our momentum, and we're looking forward to pursuing this generational investment that will help add what we're already celebrating today. And so in closing, I just have to say that I'm uber excited to be witnessing this new Amtrak passenger trail service that has begun its operations, but also this addition to our regional transportation network will benefit Milwaukee County for many decades to come. And so without further ado, I'd like to turn over to my friend and partner, and that is our City of Milwaukee Mayor, Mayor Cavalier Johnson.
Well, thank you so much, County Executive Crowley. Really appreciate that. You said you're uber excited. I'm Amtrak excited, if that's a thing. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm glad that everybody's here. It's my pleasure to stand before you as we celebrate the arrival and departure now of the Amtrak Borealis service to our beautiful city of Milwaukee. This moment, it marks a milestone in our efforts to enhance connectivity and foster new opportunities for both our residents here in Milwaukee as well as visitors coming to Milwaukee. The Amtrak Borealis is more than just a new train service. It represents a bridge between communities, offering residents right here in Milwaukee with new ways to explore our state, to get around the state of Wisconsin, as well as to travel to our sister state of Minnesota. Milwaukee's always been a city that values transportation choices, understanding that the freedom to travel in the way that one chooses is fundamental to our quality of life. Rail travel holds a special place in our hearts as Americans. As a matter of fact, my family and I just rode the Hiawatha service just in late March from Milwaukee down to Chicago to celebrate my daughter's 6th birthday. It's sustainable and it's an efficient mode of transportation that offers a unique journey. With Amtrak Borealis, we're providing our community with yet another choice, another opportunity, expanding the horizons of our ability to travel across our state and across our country. This achievement, though, would not have been possible without the collaboration and dedication of our partners. So I want to extend my gratitude to our friends and partners over at the Wisconsin Department of Transportation and Amtrak for their commitment to making this vision a reality. It's your partnership that exemplifies what we can achieve when all of us work together towards a single and common goal. And I encourage everyone to embrace their curiosity and take advantage of this new service. Take advantage of the Amtrak Borealis service. Whether you're a resident eager to explore new destinations or a visitor coming to experience the culture and experience the history of Milwaukee, the Borealis line is here to make your journey a memorable one. So let's embark on this new adventure together and continue to build a Milwaukee that is connected, a Milwaukee that is vibrant, and a Milwaukee that is full of opportunities. Thank you all for being here. I want folks to continue to enjoy the ride. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to one of our partners at the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, Christina Boardman. Christina, the floor is all yours.
So, like the rest of us, I am so excited to join you here in Milwaukee as we celebrate the arrival of the first Borealis train in the city. This is one of the many events today where communities across the state are celebrating this new service. The long-awaited addition of the Borealis train took years of hard work to make this happen. We are so grateful for all the partnerships that contributed. Thank you to Amtrak, thank you to CPKC Rail, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin DOT staff, and our federal and local partners who worked tirelessly to develop and implement plans for this great new opportunity. Milwaukee is the hub of passenger rail operations in Wisconsin, which is why the state is so invested in supporting a safe and efficient rail system here at the airport and at the Milwaukee Intermodal Station. You can see the work that we're doing right now to upgrade the airport facility for travelers in Milwaukee. Once this project here is complete, passengers will be able to board on both sides of the train, which will reduce train delays, travel times, improve safety, and prepare the corridor for future passenger rail expansion. Like you've heard, it's been 22 years since we've added a new passenger rail service in Wisconsin. But communities in Milwaukee, like Milwaukee, have not given up on the push to add more services to meet the demands of travelers looking for alternative transportation. So thank you for that advocacy. It has finally paid off. We know that Milwaukee is home to many of our state's non-drivers and business travelers who commute to Chicago. Borealis will be a great new addition that will make travel more flexible and reliable for them and for those that are coming to visit Wisconsin. It's such great timing to celebrate Borealis during Travel and Tourism Week. Summer's just about here, and the more we can get word out about these new travel opportunities, the better chance that we have of attracting a new batch of tourists to visit Wisconsin communities that may have not considered that before. So, in just over an hour, a Chicagoan will have yet another route to ride to Milwaukee to catch a baseball game, a stop at Summerfest, or to support local businesses. And for those that call Milwaukee home, your vacation destinations are just a little bit easier to get to on your schedule. You can hop on and get to the Dells in under 2 hours, take a ride to the Twin Cities without navigating the roads. The roads are great, but this provides a new alternative. Passenger rail is so critical because it links our rural opportunities with our popular urban cities in the region, and that's why we're committed to continuing to invest in resources to advance passenger rail in Wisconsin. In addition to funding from the 3 states that are cooperating here, the federal bipartisan infrastructure law discretionary grants helped make this Borealis a reality. The rail line needed infrastructure improvements to support long-term growth of passenger rail in this corridor. And the federal funding is also allowing us to look ahead to the future of passenger rail in Wisconsin. We're studying other potential opportunities to add rail services in different parts of the state, and we want to bring more options to people in Green Bay, Eau Claire, and the Madison areas. So we must continue to prioritize sustainable transportation options to meet the needs of all of our residents and visitors in Wisconsin. So thank you everyone for being here today and for supporting the inaugural visit of the Borealis train. And so I am pleased to announce our next speaker, Nicole Busich from Amtrak. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Nicole. Good afternoon. So my name is Nicole Busich. I'm the Vice President of Network Development at Amtrak, and my team is responsible for facilitating all of our network expansion across the country. This being the first new service, it's a very exciting day. So greetings from Amtrak's board chairman, Tony Kosha, our CEO, Stephen Gardner, President Roger Harris, and our more than 21,000 Amtrak employees nationwide. Some of our 100 coworkers from Wisconsin are here. We can give them a round of applause. And that number has grown because of the Borealis service that we're here to inaugurate today. So this new train is only the first of many new services in Wisconsin that we plan to develop, thanks to the leadership of Governor Evers and his team, past and present at the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. The eagerness, persistence, and support of leaders from the city of Milwaukee, Milwaukee County, and across the state of Wisconsin led the push to get this across the finish line. Wisconsin has been a very strong partner with Amtrak, sponsoring the very successful Hiawatha service between Milwaukee and Chicago. We're excited to expand that partnership today with the launch of the Borealis. This, we hope, is just the beginning of more service on this route and across many others in the Badger State. We also welcome Minnesota as our 18th state partner, providing funding in partnership with Wisconsin and Illinois for the Borealis. And this is also our 29th state-supported route across the country. We're happy to partner with all 3 states to expand our state-supported services, which account for about half of our ridership and will lead to much of the growth across the country. So 2 others deserve special mention. Under the leadership of Administrator Amit Bose of the Federal Railroad Administration, he'll be on the train when it arrives shortly. FRA now has the ability to lead the way and add new and improve existing services because the administration and Congress have created the biggest passenger rail program in the history of the country with the bipartisan infrastructure law. Amtrak contributed $5 million towards infrastructure improvements coming to this route, which will help maintain strong reliability for both freight and passenger service. So that now brings us to our host railroad partner for this group. CPKC is one of the top tier railroads when it comes to hosting Amtrak trains. Thanks to an agreement Amtrak made with CPKC, we can start the service now and make improvements going forward to make both the Borealis and our historic Empire Builder long-distance trains better and better. So Borealis is now part of the Amtrak Midwest network and Amtrak's national network that connect over 500 communities across America. And that's the heart of what we do and the reason why Congress created Amtrak 53 years ago. We are in a new era of rail. And with leaders such as those you've heard from today, we can expand mobility, economic, and environmental benefits across the country. So whether it's the Amtrak passenger train or freight trains, rail can do more to prevent gridlock and improve supply chains. More highway lanes just won't get the job done. So there's more for us to do here in Wisconsin, across the Amtrak Midwest network and around the country. This is a success story and we're very proud of it. We're looking forward to doing more events like these in the months and years to come, and that includes the platform expansion work here at the Milwaukee Airport Station. We have a great view of it, and that's expected to be completed in the next year. And the partnership between Amtrak, Wisconsin DOT, CPKC, and FRA makes station improvement projects like this possible. So thanks again for our host today. Thanks to County Executive Crowley and Mayor Johnson for being here and hosting us at this afternoon's event. And we look forward to seeing you soon on board Borealis and many of our other trains across the country. Thanks again.
So again, this is a great opportunity for us to celebrate this new line, the Borealis line, and we just want to make sure that we continue to encourage everybody to use any mode of transportation to get you to the destination of your choice. This ends our press conference, and we will open it up for any questions any of you may have.
I know there were some mentions of future rail projects, specifically the Madison, Green Bay, Eau Claire one. That's a big talker, of course, connecting the 2 major cities, Madison and Milwaukee. Is this going to be somewhat of a project to try to sell this experience to those who are maybe still skeptical about creating that rail service because you'll need funding for it, etc.? Or how are you using this to sell future projects to keep it short?
So the Hiawatha has been super popular, and we are having those numerous trips going on. Getting up to Milwaukee has been a key desire, and we're hearing that from the public. We do have other grant opportunities that we're pursuing to do the work needed to assess what we can do between here and Madison, what we can do between here and Green Bay and Eau Claire. So we know we've got the NFL draft coming next year. we are looking at new opportunities, but yeah, we're assessing the need and what work is needed, and we have some grant funds to do that readiness study right now.
We have heard from some state GOP lawmakers who are hesitant to use state funds for that project. Is that complicating the process at all?
We have a federal grant fund that we are using right now, so we are trying to maximize the use of the new opportunities that the federal government has made for rail and prioritize that for use in Wisconsin.
But at some point you will need state funds, so how confident are you that this will actually happen when you talk Milwaukee to Madison?
Well, that's part of what the study is for. So we want to get the data. We want to hear from customers that this is something that they want and they can support going forward. Then we'll have additional data and information to share with state lawmakers.
Do you put pressure on state lawmakers to support it eventually?
So again, right now we're trying to maximize the federal funds, but going forward, we do want to assess what that interest is for state use.
What are the discussions about Green Bay to Milwaukee for the draft specifically? Are there talks about even just a short term, let's get the train moving?
The Packers have contacted. We're looking at what we can do right now. So there are some track updates that are needed, but we're actually have a meeting tomorrow to talk about what we might do on a short-term basis to help facilitate that transportation of the people that need to get up to need and want to get to Green Bay for the NFL draft.
So possibility before
Mhm.
spring.
Mayor Connie, any additional comments to that, that given you guys have worked with GOP lawmakers in the past, is this something you would like to sell to them in the future in hopes of getting them on board with using state dollars for future funding projects?
Well, it is my goal to make sure that Milwaukee is connected to many communities across the state of Wisconsin. We're already connected somewhat economically, but at the end of the day, what's good for the entire state of Wisconsin is good for all of us. And so if there are ways that we can help support more transportation options, not just here within Milwaukee County, but across the state, that is something that I'm willing to take up.
Thank you. Yeah, more not less in terms of transportation options is the direction that we ought to be going. So yeah, I'm interested in having those conversations, especially if it means that Milwaukee and the people here and the businesses here get access to more opportunities to travel the state and more access to talent elsewhere in the state too. Those are things that we should be seeking to embrace. You know, a strong Milwaukee is good for the entire state of Wisconsin, and I think that folks in the legislature are seeing that, and we want to continue to push that message as well.
Is it realistic as we sit here today?
Well, I mean, the study's going to happen right now, so we'll see what that yields, and then we can have those conversations as we move forward.
Last question. Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Is anything realistic?